What's up, guys? It's Liquid, West Texas Vaping Coalition, and I have a review that I got to do, and I don't know, this is just off the top of my head. It's what I found. It helps me out. Maybe it'll help you guys out. Take a vape here really quick. Man, do another one. What is today's video about? Today's video is on Ekowool. I have purchased some Ekowool and wanted to check it out. I'm used to using organic cotton, and I heard some people on some different threads that are talking about Ekowool, so I figured I would give it a try, see what the heck is going on with it, what the big deal is. And I tried the Ekowool and did not like the Ekowool at all whatsoever. Terrible. It just had a horrible taste. Didn't wick worth of crap. And dug a little bit deeper and found out about pre-torching it first, which I did not know about, so I guess stupid on my part, but found out about pre-torching, so I torched the hell out of it like everybody tells you to do. Went ahead and wrapped my coil, put it in, tried it, tasted horrible. I mean, just terrible taste. So I was just going to get rid of it. I just would throw it aside. I wasn't going to use it. Just didn't like the way it tasted. Went back to my organic cotton, which I love. I love organic cotton, and I've never had any issue with it, except for when you get that dry burn on it. You're like, oh yeah, it's dry, and it kills your throat. So I just kind of dealt with that, and I was just messing around the other night, messing with this Ekowool. And I'm going to switch the camera around. I'm going to show you what I found. Now, I don't know if everybody knows this already, and you can put duh or whatever down the bottom, but this is what I found out. So check this out really quick. So I had a piece of Ekowool, similar to this one, and I was just messing around with it, watching TV, and I went like this, watch. I don't know if you can see that or not. See how that bunches up? I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Why does that bunch up like that? And started fiddling with it, and this is what I found. Let me see if I can get this to do it. See that? This is the silica center of the Ekowool, and it is my experience that this is the reason why Ekowool tastes horrible. So now I threw this out, and I was like, well, I wonder how it would taste if I didn't have that. See how springy it is? It's all poofy. And that's a big thing. You want that to do that. So what I did was I took this piece of Ekowool and I held it with my tweezers, and I don't have my torch on hand with me, but I torched this. I just torched it. It'll glow, and it'll glow, and it'll glow, but it doesn't burn. And when you torch it, it'll actually get a little bit stiffer. And the cool thing about that is you can actually wrap your coil right on the Ekowool. So it gets really stiff. It doesn't burn or anything. And this fraying, you can trim that off. After you torch it, trim that off. Torch it again. It gets tightened up. It doesn't fray. It's really easy to spin your coils on. And what I did, my little octopus here, or my squid, no, this is the octopus, is I put a piece in there, and that is twisted, it's kind of hard to see, stupid camera, twisted 28 gauge Kanthal, and it's 5 wraps, and I used a piece of Ekowool, and the cool thing about it is, watch, woo, fire, when you want to burn it off, you just burn it off. It doesn't burn, so you can clean your coils, whatever previous flavor you had. You can just use it to just do that. Same thing like if you were going to pull your organic cotton out and you'd burn your coils clean and then refill it with cotton. Well, here all you do is just hold it down. Coils light up. It's like e-liquid that's burning on it. But that cleans it off. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's white. You know, it stays white. And this right here, what I'm doing is I'm fiddling around trying to keep this up here so I can just drip. And it's not really working too well. I'm going to have to find a better way to put that in there. But the cool thing is, like I said, you can, you know, take your hits, and when it gets dry, you don't get that horrible burnt taste. And then when you want to go to a different flavor, you just dry it off. And that's it. Then you take your next flavor. Oh, let's see. We'll try Slayer from Assassin Vapors. Just a couple of drops. And you just see that Ekowool just saturates right up. See, now it's nice and saturated. Ready to go. Just put the octopus top back on it that I drilled out with a massive carb. And that's it. I just think it's really neat. So there you go. So that's the Ekowool, boys and girls. I don't know, maybe everybody knew about it, but nobody told me about it, so I didn't know, so I just figured I'd share it. Great flavor. Really good flavor, especially with this the Slayer from Assassin Vapors. Man, you can really taste, you know, I mean, it brings the flavors out. There's no muted flavor. A lot of people say, well, you know, Ekowool mutes flavor. For me, and it's really good flavor production. I had an issue when this little dinky piece of silica was in the way, because that's all I could taste. But with the hollow Ekowool, that's good. You don't need a monster bed, you know, a cloud underneath it for your liquid. What I did is I just took one piece and folded it underneath the coil, and just so the coil would have something to sit on too, so I can get a little bit more vapor. And it hits like a champ. See, that wasn't that much because it dried out. I have no burnt taste or anything. I felt heat, but there's no burnt taste. See, and it's just dry. It's not burnt at all. Let's watch. Here, we'll burn this all off. Fire. Nice and burnt. Get it clean. Look at the glow. Oop. So it's all cleaned off, and then we can go to, what do I have? Let's try Icy Menthol from Shake and Vape. See if we get any cross-contamination or cross-flavors. So go to that flavor, which is a menthol flavor. Ready to go. Now, all I taste is the Icy Menthol, and it's heavy menthol. Very heavy menthol. Hoo-wee. Dry it up. I like the little flame. I think that's kind of cool. There you go. Just dry it off. And let's see. You know, menthol is a heavy flavor that's hard to get rid of. Let's go to, I don't remember what this one is. This is a beta test for Shake and Vape. See if we taste any menthol. Nope, now I remember what flavor that is. It's that double mint gum from a long time ago. No cross-contamination or cross-flavors or anything like that. Right from go, it's the flavor you're on. Now let's do a really big test. Hold on. It lasts a while too. There it goes. We'll dry it off. Nice and dry. Backfire from my friends over at Glass City Mods. Put Backfire on there, which is probably a bad idea. This always kills me. Very cinnamony. Backfire. Ugh. Cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon. A really good flavor. Hoo-wee. So, see if we can burn the backfire off. I can't do that much of it. Man. Coils are glowing. It's nice and dry. We'll go back to a nice light flavor. We're going to go back to Slayer from Assassin Vapors. Take a tug of this. Not a single cinnamon flavor in that at all. That is really cool. So if you have, one of your favorite drippers that you sit at home with, and you watch the TV, you might drip a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you don't want to keep having to change cotton out, say go with the Ekowool. And I believe you can get this hollow too. You don't have to get it filled. But if you already have some that's filled, take that centerpiece out, that silica wick, and man. Vape's good, tastes good. Even when it gets dry, all you feel is like the heat. You don't get like that really harsh throat hit. Will I switch completely from organic cotton to Ekowool? Probably not. But it's good to have, especially, I think maybe now I might find, I have a better way to do my juice reviews. I might take the organic cotton out of there and I might spin a coil in that with some Ekowool because it's easier to clean. I don't have to worry about, I know I just pause it and I do my thing and then turn it back on, but when I do that, I'm usually taking it out, taking the cotton out of it, firing the coils, making sure the coils are nice and hot and clean, wiping off the base, put my new cotton back in, and then I test the juice. And then I do the same thing for every flavor because I don't want anything to get in the way. I don't want cross flavoring or anything like that because I don't think it's fair to the juice manufacturer, and I also don't think it's fair to you guys. I want to make sure it's a clean, it's a clean build each time. But with this Ekowool, I don't have that issue. So that's what I did, guys. If you guys have any comments or any concerns or questions or anything, please leave them below. And that's just a really quick, build. Well, it's not even really a build. It's just something on Ekowool that I found that was really cool. Take that centerpiece out. For me, in my opinion, that's what's the problem is. I will say, though, when you take that out, make sure that you do torch the Ekowool before you start building your coils because there's oils and whatnot on here that actually taste bad and also hinders wicking. So just glow. I mean, torch it. You're not going to burn it. I think it's like fire resistant up to 1800 degrees or something like that. So I just take my hand torch it down, and it gets a little bit tighter, so it's easier to wrap your coils. And it holds really well. So I haven't had any issues with it since I found that out the other day, and I just wanted to let you guys know about it. So Ekowool, who'd have thunk it? There you guys go. Take another vape, and we'll see you on the next one. Got vape?